The ancient Egyptians were deeply spiritual people. They believed in life after death. Death was not the end. It was a transition to another world. This belief fueled their elaborate burial rituals, especially mummification. The Egyptians believed that preserving the body was essential. It allowed the soul to reunite with it in the afterlife. This belief led to the development of sophisticated mummification practices. These practices evolved over time and reached their peak in the New Kingdom period. This meticulous process ensured that the body remained intact and ready for the journey to the afterlife. The mummified body was placed in a tomb, surrounded by everyday objects. These objects were meant to accompany the deceased into the next life. The ancient Egyptians' fascination with death and the afterlife might seem unusual today. However, it reveals their sophisticated understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. Their elaborate rituals offer us a glimpse into one of history's most enduring civilizations. Mummification was a complex and time-consuming process. It took around 70 days to complete. It involved skilled priests who acted as morticians. The process began with the removal of the internal organs. The organs were removed to prevent decay. The brain was removed through the nose using a hooked instrument. The heart, considered the seat of intelligence and emotion, was left in place. Other organs like the lungs, liver, stomach and intestines were carefully removed. They were preserved separately and stored in canopic jars. The body was then dried using natron salt. Natron is a naturally occurring salt found in Egypt. It absorbs moisture and dries the body, preventing decomposition. After 40 days, the body was washed and anointed with oils and resins. Finally, the body was wrapped in layers of linen bandages. Amulets and protective charms were placed among the bandages. These were meant to protect the deceased on their journey to the afterlife. The wrapped body, now a mummy, was then placed in a coffin and finally in a tomb. The ancient Egyptians didn't just mummify humans, they also mummified animals. Millions of animal mummies have been found in Egypt. These range from pets buried with their owners to animals specifically bred for mummification. Animals were mummified for various reasons. Some were considered sacred representations of gods and goddesses. Others were beloved pets laid to rest with their owners. Still, others were intended as offerings to the gods. The Egyptians believed that these mummified animals would act as intermediaries between them and the divine. The mummification process for animals was similar to that of humans. The organs were removed and the body was dried using natron salt. The animal was then wrapped in linen bandages and adorned with amulets. The sheer number and variety of animal mummies found in Egypt are astounding. They offer a unique insight into the ancient Egyptians' relationship with the animal world and their deep-rooted religious beliefs. Among the many animals mummified in ancient Egypt, cats held a special place. Cats were revered for their grace, agility, and hunting skills. They were associated with the goddess Bastet, who represented protection, fertility, and motherhood. Bastet was often depicted with a woman's body and a cat's head. She was a benevolent goddess, protecting households from evil spirits and misfortune. Due to their association with Bastet, cats were considered sacred. Harming a cat, even accidentally, was a serious crime in ancient Egypt. Cats were mummified in vast numbers, often as votive offerings to Bastet. These mummies, ranging from tiny kittens to full-grown cats, were placed in temples dedicated to the goddess. The discovery of millions of cat mummies at archaeological sites like Bubastis, the cult center of Bastet, highlights the profound significance of cats in ancient Egyptian society. Section 5. Why mummify? Unraveling the reasons. The Egyptians went through a lot of trouble to mummify their dead. Why did they do it? The answer lies in their beliefs about the afterlife. To the Egyptians, death was not the end of existence, but a transition to another realm. They believed that for the soul to successfully navigate the afterlife, it needed a physical body to return to. This belief stemmed from the idea of a ka, an eternal aspect of the soul that required a physical form to exist. By preserving the body through mummification, the Egyptians ensured that the ka had a place to reside in the afterlife. This preservation extended to internal organs. They were carefully removed, preserved and placed in canopic jars to ensure the body's completeness for the afterlife. Mummification wasn't just about preserving the physical body, it was about ensuring the soul's survival and prosperity in the afterlife. Section 6. Whispers from the Past. Fascinating mummy discoveries. Over the centuries, archaeologists have unearthed countless mummies in Egypt. These discoveries offer invaluable glimpses into ancient Egyptian life, beliefs and practices. One of the most famous discoveries is the tomb of Tutankhamun, a young pharaoh who ruled from 1332 to 1323 BCE. His tomb, discovered in 1922 by Howard Carter, was virtually intact, offering a treasure trove of information about royal burial practices and the opulence of the New Kingdom period. Another intriguing discovery is the Valley of the Golden Mummies, located in the Bahariya Oasis. This site contains hundreds of mummies dating back to the Greco-Roman period, many adorned with gilded masks and intricate cartonnage decorations. These discoveries, along with ongoing research using modern technologies like CT scans and DNA analysis, continue to unravel the mysteries of ancient Egyptian mummification and provide fascinating insights into this ancient civilization. Section 7. The significance of mummification, a window into ancient Egypt. Mummification was a central aspect of ancient Egyptian culture. It was inextricably linked to their religious beliefs, social structure and worldview. By studying mummification practices, we gain a deeper understanding of how the ancient Egyptians viewed life, death and the cosmos. The elaborate mummification process, the inclusion of amulets and protective charms, and the construction of elaborate tombs all reflect the Egyptians' belief in the afterlife's importance. The practice also reveals their advanced knowledge of anatomy, chemistry, and preservation techniques. Moreover, the variations in mummification practices over different periods and among different social classes provide insights into the evolution of Egyptian society, their religious practices, and their understanding of the world around them. Section 8. Conclusion. The enduring legacy of mummification. Mummification in ancient Egypt was more than just a burial practice. It was a complex ritualistic process deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs, social structure, and understanding of the afterlife. The Egyptians' desire to preserve the body for eternity reflects their profound belief in the soul's journey after death and the importance of providing a vessel for the ka to inhabit in the afterlife. By meticulously preserving the bodies of their dead, the ancient Egyptians have left behind an invaluable legacy for us to study and learn from. Today, these mummies continue to fascinate and intrigue us, offering a unique window into the beliefs, practices, and worldview of one of history's most enduring civilizations. Their silent whispers from the past, preserved through the sands of time, continue to captivate our imaginations and remind us of the enduring power of human belief in the face of mortality.